What are CEG's worst mistakes when they've rated roulette systems? I'll show you the systems where they badly missed the target today on JackAce. What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce.com, where we cover the mathematics behind games and gambling. And today I'm going to show you 3 roulette systems that CEG got wrong in their ratings. As you probably know, I maintain a website that tracks all of the roulette systems that CEG has rated on their channel. And I have over 500 roulette systems cataloged on my site, JackAce.com. And you can sort this list by my rating, by CEG's rating, by system type, or by buy-in. And today I want to go over some of CEG's biggest misses when they've massively overrated or underrated systems. Let's start off with the really overrated system, No Lose Comp Collector. CEG rated the system a B, a peach, and I gave it the F, the durian. No Lose Comp Collector is one of several overrated systems that have a common fatal flaw. Let's take a look at the betting pattern for the first level of No Lose Comp Collector. This is an insanely idiotic betting pattern where you're betting on all 38 numbers at the same time. And that's how it got its name. The system author thinks that you're not losing because when the 6 worst numbers hit, you still get money pushed your way. But you're betting $350 and they're only pushing back $180. That means it's still a $170 loss. But since you're betting on more than 35 numbers, that means you have money locked up in bets that cancel each other out. In fact, more than half of the money wagered is locked up in bets that cannot win. As you can see in the equity per spot section, every number has at least $5 of equity on it. This means that you can remove $190 of the $350 bet by making the following bets instead. Now we're only betting $160 instead of $350, and all of our $10 wins have increased to $20 wins. And all of our $170 losses have been reduced to $160 losses instead. So that means that every single number that we can spin has a $10 better result than the original betting pattern. Yet somehow CEG rated the system a B, a peach. This is an example of one betting pattern being dominant over another. In the improved betting pattern, every single outcome is $10 better. In 32 of the results, you win an extra $10, and in the 6 losing results, you lose $10 less. The fatal flaw of this betting pattern is that you bet on more than 35 numbers at a time. And surprisingly, there are dozens of systems that CEG has reviewed that violate this faux pas. And I have an entire video explaining the math on why you should never bet on more than 35 numbers in roulette. Essentially, to some degree, you're betting on both red and black at the same time. And you know you'd have to be a donkey to do that.
We'll put half our money on red, half our money on black.
It's a good idea, good idea. Zero?
Zero! Okay. Wait, is that red 0 or black 0?
The green 0. I'm afraid you lose, messieurs.
And this is why CEG's B rating for No Lose Comp Collector really missed the mark. And that's why I gave No Lose Comp Collector an F. It's hard to find a system that CEG has underrated because most of their critiques are pretty spot on. Even though they sometimes have blind spots for giving a system a high rating, their low-rated systems are usually well justified. But I did manage to find a system that they rated a D that I gave a B. And after re-reviewing the system, I might even upgrade it to an A, A-. The system is called D-Gen Like Alex, and it's a fadeaway Hail Mary system similar to Ride or Die or my very own Donkey Punch. For this system, you progress from a $10 bet to 15, then 40, then a $50 bet on the top tier. You'll win $10, then 30, then 20, then $850. That's a total win of $910. The goal is to hit the $850 jackpot with your $300 bankroll or 30 bullets. And I just tested the system out in my JackAce simulator and the results might surprise you. On a single zero wheel, we were successful hitting that $920 goal more than 25% of the time. And on double zero, we were still successful more than 20% of the time. So starting with the $300 bankroll, you're more than tripling your money about a quarter of the time. And that's why I gave D-Gen Like Alex a B+, maybe an A-. Finally, I have to comment on a system that seems to be all the hype lately. The system is called Exponential Growth Double Street Positive Progression, or EGDSPP, and CEG gave the system an A, a grapefruit. I only gave the system a C, a plum, so the system isn't horrible, but there have been many iterations of the system since its debut in December 2023. EGDSPP is a tweak of the popular betting pattern Double Street Martingale. With Double Street Martingale, you bet 5 double streets with the same amount, and when you win 1/5 of your total bet. So you will typically bet $500 for a very, very good chance of winning 100. But with EG-DSPP, it's a little different. With EG-DSPP, you also bet 5 double streets, but one double street experiences stunted growth. You'll typically start out with $25 on 4 double streets and $20 on the last. So for that first level bet, you're gonna win $30 on the bigger bets and push on the miniature bets. As you win, you're gonna press your winnings on the 4 larger double streets and keep the last one flat. Here's what CEG had to say about EG-DSPP.
Cakes and pies, dude. This is cakes and pies. Using the casino's money to parlay and progress. And you have 3 bullets. You're not trying to repeat the win. You know what I mean? I would play this 100%.
Let's give it a rating on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Grapefruit.
Okay. Yeah, I would play the shit out of this. Okay, the only thing I would say is like, if I reset like I won, you can walk away, or what I would try to do is like take another bullet. I think you could play this again and go to like step 3 and then...
Yeah, don't risk. Once you get through it, don't risk getting whacked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Even though CEG loves the system so much, I just don't see the appeal. Like Double Street Martingale, your wins are tiny compared to your original bet. And with the stunted leg, you're just hedging your bets too much to be able to experience large wins over most hour-long sessions. Here's how I'd break down most of the sub-ratings for EG-DSPP and most of the variants. For betting simplicity, there's some complication to it. It's not that bad, but yes, you're making 5 bets with at least 2 different values, and a lot of the variants have you adding additional bets as well. So for betting simplicity, I'd rate this a 3 out of 5. As far as betting progression goes, it's really not that easy to bet. Sometimes you press a single nickel, sometimes you press 10, and sometimes you press more. I give this a 2 out of 5 rating for progression. And I think the chip uniformity sucks for this system. You either have to have a ton of nickels or you have to mix up quarters and nickels. If you're not playing on an electronic table game or ETG, expect to be annoyed. 2 out of 5 for chip uniformity. And I really don't see huge jackpot potential with this system. It's mostly about covering a large section of the wheel and navigating whacks. What sucks is that the stunted double street starts to become a bigger and bigger hole as the larger bets start to really dwarf that bet. They just become a hedge, and hedging as a general rule is bad for most negative expectation casino games. 3 out of 5 for jackpot potential. And when you're already mixing nickels and quarters with the base system, you know that scalability is going to be an issue. It's going to be really difficult to scale the system both up and down because of that. For scalability, it gets 2 out of 5. These are my biggest issues with EG-DSPP. I think it's really popular at the moment because when someone submits a well-rated system to CEG, tons of others jump on the bandwagon to come up with variants. And that's a pretty easy way to get your system reviewed, but I just think this system is pretty much garbage. So these are a few roulette systems where I think CEG really missed the mark in the last few months. So what's another roulette strategy that CEG or that I have messed up? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see my catalog of over 500 roulette systems, just check out my site, JackAce.com. And also check out my merch store, shop.jackace.com. I have really great roulette merch, including practice mats, mouse pads, blankets, and towels. I also have craps merch if that's your game. And of course, I have branded shirts, mugs, hats, and hoodies. If you enjoy this content, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, never play 000 roulette, and peace out, donkeys.